We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Dogs are a man's best friend. That saying has been around for centuries, and for good reason. Canines have been by our sides for thousands of years, offering companionship, loyalty, and love. And they've earned their spot as our best friends. If you need some heartwarming proof of this, just look no further than this story of a dog whose Stuffie needed surgery. A Great Dane whose Stuffie was getting surgery was rightfully concerned. The dog waited patiently outside the operating room while the surgery took place. He whined and scratched at the door as he waited to get his best friend back. When the surgery was finally over, he was so happy to have his best friend back that he licked the doctor's face. The doctor was so moved by the dog's loyalty and love that he let him take Lambie home without paying for the surgery. This is the story of Diesel, a Great Dane from South Carolina, who loves his Stuffie Lambie more than anything else in the world. Diesel's owner, Lauren, took him to the vet for a checkup. But when she went into the exam room, she saw something that made her laugh. His dog was sitting on the floor next to his bed, staring intently at a hole in the wall. Lauren called out to Diesel, but he didn't respond. He was too focused on what he was seeing to hear her. She went closer and saw that he was looking at a small opening between the wall and the baseboard.
Ow.
It looked like a rabbit hole, and when she looked through it, she saw a small white shape moving inside. She told Diesel to go see what it was, but he shook his head and barked furiously. Lauren couldn't understand why he was so protective of this small hole until she saw what came out of it. A tiny white figure emerged from the hole and scampered across the floor. It was a little white mouse. Diesel had been hiding his food from the vet tech, and when she turned her back, took the opportunity to sneak in and stash another treat. Diesel loved his food and was always trying to get more of it. But he was a big dog with a big appetite, so he needed to be careful not to eat too much. Otherwise, he would blow up like a balloon, so didn't want anyone else to eat his food, especially not the vet tech. He knew she was trying to watch him, but he was too quick for her. And besides, she had bigger things to worry about than a naughty dog stealing treats. But as the day wore on, Diesel started feeling sick. He threw up his breakfast and couldn't keep any food down. Lauren was worried about him and took him to the emergency vet. The vet examined him and told her he had a blockage in his stomach. It was most likely a foreign object that he ate outside. The only thing that could be done was surgery. Lauren was scared, but she knew she had to do it to save her dog. She signed the papers and watched as they took him back to the operating room. Then she waited, pacing the floor, praying that he would be okay. Finally, the door opened and a vet came out. "He's fine," she said with a smile. "It was a simple procedure, and he's already up and walking around." Lauren felt relieved and happy. She thanked the vet and went back to the waiting room. But when she turned around, she saw that Diesel was gone. She panicked and ran outside calling his name. But there was no sign of him anywhere. Just then, she heard a commotion coming from inside the hospital. She ran back in and saw Diesel standing in the hallway, tail wagging, a big smile on his face. In his mouth, he had the little white mouse that he had been guarding all day. He had escaped from his cage and brought his best friend back with him. Lauren couldn't believe it. She laughed and shook her head, but she was secretly impressed by her dog's loyalty. She gave him a big hug and then went back to the operating room to get him checked out. The vet was amazed by the dog's devotion and told her he was lucky to have such a loyal companion. Lauren agreed and knew that she was too. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. Do want to forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video? We wish you and your furry friend a happy and healthy life. See you in the next video.